Welcome back to Binge Warpers, the funniest, clowniest show in the entire universe.
No.
Are you ready to clown around?
No, I'm not.
Get down,
Bro, don't
clown.
you know I'm scared of clowns? Like everyone
Clowns
else.
are epic
of our
and scary and funny, and I can't stand them, okay?
It's a good thing you're sitting down.
I remember my mom was afraid of clowns when I was a kid because she would never take us to the circus. She was like, yeah, I don't like clowns.
I've never been to the circus.
Me neither, man. Probably because my mom hated clowns.
Look, there's a circus. It comes to town like once a year. We need to keep an eye out for it.
It came to Mid-City or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to go.
Let's go.
See some tigers or something.
But I think that's inhumane now. They say you don't want to put animals in the circus because it's like bad for them. Have you seen that movie called Water for Elephants, bro?
That's got like Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon.
Is it Reese Witherspoon?
Spoiler alert for that movie. The elephant takes like a tent spike and slits a guy's throat.
Yeah, I know. I remember. That was crazy.
It's pretty cool.
Elephants always remember. That was like the thing.
I like that movie though. It's pretty good.
I never saw it.
You should watch it. It'd be good. Show your girlfriend. Show Des.
Yeah.
She probably.
I think she may have seen it already.
Oh, never mind then.
But yeah, so if
The
you haven't already figured this out, we are watching
yeah, you go for it.
a Ben 10 episode about clowns. We see Zombozo.
My name is Will.
Oh, I'm Stephen. Yeah, I
go.
guess we get introductions out of the way.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Yeah. I think we told them that after
No, you tell them early so they.
Okay, so we tell them at the beginning and at the end.
There you go.
Yeah, positive reinforcement.
You better like and subscribe, or I'll show you more clown pictures.
You're on it with the clowns right now.
But
it's
it's not even Halloween. It's Halloween season, I guess. We're like in September.
What's the name of the episode?
The Last Laugh.
Yeah,
It's just called Last Laugh.
On the nose. Yeah.
I'm fresh off the One Piece live action, so I'm thinking Buggy the Clown.
Did you like it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You watched the whole thing?
Watched all of it.
How much is there?
Like 9 episodes, 8 or 9 episodes.
Okay. How much does it cover?
It covers like it covers like right up until they get to the Grand Line. So all the way from like
how many seasons are covered in those 9 episodes?
I want to say like 3 or 4 probably.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, people will say
Does
there's
it
a lot
flow
of filler.
well though?
Oh yeah, it flows pretty good.
Wow.
But I think you kind of expect like they cut a little bit of stuff out. But
maybe I'll watch that instead of starting the One Piece show.
Honestly, it's not the worst idea. They'll never finish it though, because the anime's 10 years in and it's only ever
They've
covered.
got a long way to go. But yeah, so we've got the last laugh.
Yeah. What is the theme of this message? What does Ben learn?
I don't think he learns anything. There's not always, I think, a message to be learned. I think sometimes they're just some fun episodes, some random episodes.
I give you the message is, you can overcome your like poultry fears or your paltry fears.
Yeah, we're not scared of poultry.
I kind of am, bro.
Real talk. Chickens will mess you up.
You're afraid of them because you work with chickens, so if they happen to be sick.
I'm afraid with them because one time I tried to catch one. He gave me a look that said, "Buddy, I'll bust you up."
He gave you the hockey look, like
he
he's
did,
staring at your eyeball.
Yeah, I ain't messed with him since.
But the episode is basically like you can overcome your
irrational fear.
What does Max say? He's like,
Sometimes you got to scare the fear out of you.
Irrational fear is a good one. Yeah, you have to just like look it in the eye and accept it.
Yeah.
And then like, because Ghostfreak even says later, he's like, I realize there's something scarier. It's losing my family. Like I need to. I'm not afraid of clowns anymore.
Yeah.
But Ben surprises is afraid of clowns, just like every person in 2023 for some reason. Or 2016, remember there was a clown craze going around?
Okay, that one was valid. There were people dressing up as clowns and killing people.
I don't know if they were killing people.
Yeah, there were. There were a few killings.
I know they definitely were like going around. I remember that I was in college at the time. I remember there was like clowns.
We just graduated high school.
Yeah.
We hadn't even started college yet.
Well, there was clowns roaming around the Halloween of that year, 2016. There was clowns roaming around my campus. Oh. And people, I remember the campus police were like, you need to not, dress up like a clown. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Anyway, stupid.
Yeah. So I think like even when we were in middle school and stuff, a lot of our friends and stuff, we talked about it. They're like, "Oh, I'm just so scared of clowns." Are you? Or you just want to be that person that's scared of clowns like everyone else? You know what
I don't think clowns have ever been. My aunt's a clown. She went to clown college.
There's no way you're telling me the truth
that's
right
the
now.
real. I'm not saying her name on camera, but she went to clown college. She's a veterinarian now, but she went to clown college.
Pays a lot more.
Yeah, I think when she was younger, before all the vet stuff, she was in.
Yeah.
It might have been like a rodeo clown situation. I'm not sure exactly.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, that's scarier than being like a normal clown.
Yeah.
Also, we've established this already. We've never seen real clowns in real life, so we don't know.
Yeah, so why are you scared of them?
I think it's because the nose is hidden behind like a red nose. So this is like the most recognizable part of your face, like this part right here. So if you remove this part, it could be kind of anybody.
Oh, so you're talking like psychologically?
Yeah, I've heard that before. Like if you take the nose away, it could be anybody here. Like it's like a fear of the unknown. Like this person is not real, kind of a.
So Clark Kent doesn't need glasses. He just needs a rubber nose.
He needs one of those like Groucho Marx glasses that has the big nose on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But like we were talking to our buddy about it, and he said that it's because clowns are more so used in like a scary sense. Because I guess circuses and clowns kind of went out of fashion.
Yeah. A while ago.
Yeah, a while ago. So we've only ever known, like our generation and the generation maybe below us, never really knew clowns to be like funny. Mm-hmm. Like our parents' generation, maybe they like saw clowns.
They had like birthday clowns, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Movies you get birthday clowns. I'd never once seen or heard of any of my friends having a birthday clown.
It's expensive. Our parents are broke.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it.
But
so anyway. This episode, Ben confronts his fear. That's basically the overview. Gwen gets kidnapped. He has to go save her. He sort of has to stop some freaks that are.
Yeah, the freaks are cool. We like the freaks.
I like the freaks. I think they come back more so than Zombozo does.
Yeah,
in a
I
lot
don't
of
think
the
we see
episodes.
Zombozo again.
He comes back in the very like last season of Ultimate Alien, I think.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't die in this or he doesn't get captured, he just explodes into confetti.
I think he literally was like, you know what? He took one of our lessons to heart. We said, hey, in a world where you can get beat up by forearms, why do crime?
Well,
I think after he saw Ghostfreak, he said, you know what? I'm going straight, dude.
He got flashed by Ghostfreak.
Yeah.
It scared him straight for a little bit.
It scared him straight. He said, you know what? My days of crime are over because I do not want to see that again.
But he's some sort of supernatural entity in himself.
Yeah,
he's
he
some
teleports,
sort of zombie.
Man. He can suck their happiness out.
Their positive energies, yeah.
He's like a vampire of sorts.
And he calls him an energy vampire.
Yeah.
Which, if you've seen What We Do in the Shadows, they have there's like an energy vampire on that show, and he's just essentially like a boring office worker who's like, yeah, this weekend I'm gonna go to the hardware store and look at the bird feeders and try to decide. Like, he just bores you to death, and that's how he gets your energy.
Oh, that's
it's
wild.
a stupid premise, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that.
Anyway, so this episode starts off with my second favorite alien, Rip Jaws.
Yeah, we do.
Whip Jaws.
It's so funny.
This episode epic. It's so with Whip Jaws.
So you see some robbers stealing from the pier.
Stealing from the pier. Yeah, what are they doing? They're stealing something.
See, no one even knows up top that it's happened. How does Ben know?
It's like a carnival pier.
Yeah.
So
they've got some money in bags and they're down on the boat. And you just see Ripjaw's eyes.
Dude, freaky.
Yeah, and he comes up. All you see, hand, grabs, gone. He pulls one of them down and the other guy's like, whoa, what just happened? He turns around. And then he sees Ripjaw. Ripjaw's, like you say, he's got one of the most deadpan faces ever. He just goes up and he's like...
Intimidated. He's just got like a dumb fish face.
Yeah. The best dumb fish face, bro.
It's what it is. You can't tell if he's got a single thought behind those peepers.
He doesn't. It's Ben. It's Ben's most carnal form.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so then that guy ends up
He sprints up to there's another suspended. We talked about in the Kraken episode. There's like a random ladder in the bottom of the pier, and they go up through the top of the pier. But Ripjaw's, I guess he drowns the one guy. I don't know.
At this point, we've got a question. Is it a random ladder, or we just don't know that much about pier architecture?
You're probably right, but I've been to a couple piers. I've never, you know what I mean? Like, you would think that
we would see the ladder.
Yeah, one pier that I've been to, if it was that common.
There's the ladder.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, that's the famous robber getaway ladder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so yeah, he trips up there, and Ripjaws is chasing him, so he's sort of on the land, and he doesn't really he can go a couple minutes without water, but he gets surrounded by a hot dog cart tips over. A hot dog.
You got a hot dog, buddy? Sam.
It's the second time we referenced that video.
It's great. I love Sam.
So he's a Butterball.
Yeah, that's
what are you doing,
that's
Butterball?
A different guy. That's Butterball.
Oh. Well, I was talking about the one where he's like, you got a hot dog? Oh, it is Sam.
Yeah.
Well, it's two different dog videos.
Yeah.
Sad.
Uncultured swine. So yeah, the guy flips over the hot dog stand, and
he spills oil, drips out.
But it's like pitch black. This looks like car oil, not fry oil.
Well, I guess you need some kind of oil to.
No, because I feel like you use propane and propane accessories.
You taste the meat, not the heat.
Yes. Yo, thank you, Hank Hill.
Thank you.
What would we do without that man?
I don't know. Nothing, I guess.
Well, you couldn't have propane.
There needs to be a Benton Hank Hill crossover. I'd watch that.
He shows like heat blast out a grill. He's like, you want a nice even sear on both sides, you know? He said, okay, turn up the heat just a little bit.
Yeah, he's using like propane to like fuel heat blast a little
Yeah.
bit. Man, it's stupid. Have you seen that have you seen that post online where it's like this guy? He's like, I had this like super. He's like, I'm autistic and I had these like super obsession with Pokemon and King of the Hill. And he's like, in my head for some reason it just morphed that like every King of the Hill character had like a Pokemon. And he's like, Hank Hill I always thought had a Typhlosion because he was like he just had like a fire type to help him grill. And he like gave a couple of different. Have you seen that? What I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds awful to watch.
Anyway.
So he gets surrounded by the oil.
And it's like a spark lights it on fire.
Lights it on fire. So he's just, water. So then and it's still the same deadpan face. You know, he just kind of looks around and goes, I can't breathe.
And he smashes through the pier. He puts this is the second hole I guess the first hole he's put in the pier.
And the guy's like, oh, I'm good. You know, I'm going to walk away. And then he jumps back up through the pier. What kind of vertical is that?
Also,
you know?
well, I guess he's down in the water. Maybe he can like dolphin up through the thing.
Dolphin up.
You know what I mean? The little fish force go up. Aquaman, if you'd like.
Yeah, so then he grabs him by the mouth.
He legitimately bites him by the midsection.
Chomps. You know?
And he just like shakes him like a dog.
Yeah, and then throws him into the wall.
Yeah. And then I guess the police come by and they're like, hey, you circus freaks are all right.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not a freak.
I'm a superhero.
He jumps back down and goes, you know, you look like a freak to me. That's what the cop says.
Oh, we forgot the best pun of the episode. He's like the robber who knocks over the thing and lights it on fire. He goes, looks like a fish fry.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just Ben. Everyone is stupid.
What's funny, though, is like you see these aliens and the robbers just are wanting to throw hands, dude. You're a robber robbing a pier. You see a ripjaw looking guy.
Would you automatically assume if you're a robber running away with like a big stack of money, would you automatically assume that the scary fish man that's chasing you is like on the side of good, who wants to like help the
No, but I wouldn't hold
police?
the money as I'm running.
Oh yeah, just drop the money.
I'd just be running.
At this point, I'm running for my life.
Yes, the money is inconsequential to me. But he's not only not scared, he's so not scared that he's able to crack jokes about a fish fry. You know? You just saw your partner get dragged into the deep unknown. Still hasn't surfaced. Ben's an actual murderer now.
No, I bet he like stuck him on like a.
He's just sleeping. What do you think happened to your parents? They're sleeping. You know what I'm talking about?
The
Batman.
College Humor Batman episode.
Oh my God, Batman! You just killed him. Oh, I didn't. He's sleeping.
He's like, these guns are great, actually.
He's like, this calls into question everything.
But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. There's at a certain point that you would just be like, oh, I'm just with like Ripjaws, maybe like Wild Mutt, Heat Blast for sure. Ghostfreak, Stinkfly. I'd be like, okay, this is some weird thing. I'm about to die. Like, let me just get rid of everything.
Yes, like
maybe Accelerate would be
stomp on him hard.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't even be terrible.
No,
little bug. Yeah, that sound exactly. You know, like a little frog.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you think Bobby would feel if he saw gray matter?
I think he would probably not like him. Yeah, he's got enough frog tendencies.
So respectfully, you're grossing me out.
But you know what? My brother Bobby, deep fear of amphibians, frogs specifically. He loves Kermit the Frog. Who doesn't though?
I think he's lying to himself at this point.
No, I think Kermit looks enough not like a frog to where you can like him. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Who knows? If it works, it works, you know?
I want Ben to turn into a Muppet next.
I don't.
I want just out of nowhere to turn into Fozzie Bear.
Why Fozzie Bear?
Because he's my
favorite. I want to turn into Animal.
Animal.
That'd be more Ben's forte.
I wonder if Animal is the peak of animal species. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Ben, Raph, for sure.
Do what?
He's Raph.
He just murders people. Just slings them around.
Let me tell you something, Muppet Man.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Electric Teeth. What's his name? Dr. Teeth? I want to get a drum solo, and I've got to get a big drum solo. Anyway, back on topic here.
Yeah.
So Ben and Gwen and Max are all going, and I guess
this wasn't even planned on the trip. They're just driving, and they see a sign.
I don't know what town we're in.
What
Maybe
does the sign
Detroit.
say?
This sound says like "clown around."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something stupid.
Probably a pun. There's a lot of puns. There's a lot of rhyming with clown. I think Ghostfreak says, "You're going down, clown."
Yeah.
But so Max is like, I haven't been to the circus since I was a little boy. Obviously reinforcing our ideas about the circus. Yeah. Or at least like it's an older generation thing at the very least.
And Ben's like, I don't want to go. I'm too tired. And Max goes, It's 11 o'clock in the morning, Ben.
But it's pitch black dark
Pitch black
outside.
bro. You in Shanghai where there's like zero visibility because of pollution?
Where do you think this episode is at? Because they say like it's a small town, but they don't really say
But
like
it looks
where.
like a city. You know
It
what
looks
I mean?
like at least a normal
it gave me
city.
like Chicago vibes.
Or like Detroit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's pitch like they get out of the car, it's pitch black dark, and they go to the circus. It could just be like the negative energy of the circus, you know.
Could be
like,
a bad thing between the script and the animators again.
Maybe. But like if they wanted it to be like daylight, they should have made it. They should have said like, okay, this is scripted during the daytime. But it makes sense that it's nighttime
Yeah,
because
you
the
want
freaks.
it to be nighttime, so it's a little spookier.
Well, it's spooky episode plus. It's not quite Halloween. I don't know if we said that.
No, I don't think
It's
we ever
Halloween
looked-
season.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
for us, we don't know if it was Halloween season when they launched that episode.
I hope there's a Christmas episode. I hope we get around Christmas time when it's time for that. But
We might.
maybe
We got a lot of episodes.
I'll see when this one
We
premieres.
could just take a big long break.
Big long break.
But so
February. It came out in February, so it's not technically a
no,
Halloween
yeah.
episode.
So they convince them. They say, hey, well, you have to say, oh, it was released in February. I
Yeah.
was thinking. So they end up deciding to go, and Ben's like, I don't want to really go. You don't know why. You're just like, he doesn't want to go. And you get introduced to the three freaks, which are really cool. I think they're cooler than Zombozo.
Thumbs. Well, they come back more often than he does.
Yeah.
So
So someone also thought that.
Thumbskull, Frightwig. Great
her
name.
name? That's
Great
her name,
name.
wow.
Yeah. And then Acid Mouth. Acid Breath. Let me
Very,
look.
very basic.
I
But,
mean, it's just like a typical superhero villain name.
yeah. So Thumbskull, he's got like a big thumbnail on his head. He's got
Acid
no fingers. He's got super strength. Kind of like the basic strongman guy.
They say he's got no fingers. I guess he's got all thumbs. Is that what they mean
Well,
by
if you
that?
saw it, it's like cut off. It was like almost like pucker holes.
Ugh.
Yeah, it was weird. If you go back and watch it,
I'll put it up
you
on
may
screen.
think it's like painted fingernails black, but it's not. It's
Or
just
he's
a
just got
void.
all thumbs.
No, there's no thumbs. I'm telling you.
He's got a thumb on his head.
Yes,
Yeah.
Thumbskull.
Thumbskull.
Kind of like Numbskull.
Yeah, it's a
He's
good pun.
just a strong man.
Yeah.
So then you got Frightwig. She's obviously super.
She's like Medusa
Yeah.
in the
Or
Eternals.
what's her name? Yeah.
Inhumans?
Was her name
Inhumans.
Medusa?
Medusa, yeah.
Yeah. So kind of like her. There's a girl like that in DC too. I can't remember her name.
Remember the Fairly Odd Parents where like one of the guy had hair? He was like Dr. Octopus, but he had hair powers.
Yeah. But essentially, she's just got hair powers.
Yeah.
And then the guy spits acid breath. So
I
pretty
guess he can spit acid spit too. Like
Yeah.
there's a point where
'Cause
it
we did
definitely
see,
looks like spit.
Yeah, at first like a breath thing, and then later he's just like projectile vomiting on everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Pretty
they're really
cool villains.
Yeah, you learn later that the circus is a big act for them to go and rob everybody
Yeah.
while everyone's.
And they're
Enjoying the
less
circus.
so like paranormal creatures like Zombozo. They're more just like thugs.
Yeah, but they have paranormal powers. I mean, he's spitting acid breath,
just-
and the other guy has no fingers, a thumbnail on his head,
Yeah.
and super strength.
That could all be I mean, they're all the same like skin tone too. They're all kind of like pale white.
Yeah.
Let's look at the voice actors too, because they have some really good voices.
Yes.
They made me laugh a lot. Cree Summer is her name. She's Frightwig. She's awesome.
Yeah,
She's
she voices number 5, does she not?
in Kids Next Door. She voices like Bumblebee in a number of things. She's a lot, like if there's a black girl in a show, it's basically gonna Cree Summer. She was in the Rugrats, is whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh, she was.
Yeah, Susie Carmichael.
I think so.
Why do I know that name?
I don't know, but you said it, and I'm like, yeah, yeah.
Jeff Doucette is Thumbskull. Not familiar. John Cassier is Zombozo. Who's the acid breath guy? Oh, D. Bradley Baker's acid breath.
No way.
Yeah, he also voices Wildmutt, as
Yeah.
you've had a problem with earlier.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes sense. We have Wild Mutt in this episode, so
that's true. They got to use what they got,
use
you know.
what they got.
But yeah, so they go to the circus and everyone's just laughing like real hard for no
even,
real
even
reason.
some of the, like none of it's funny, but I
No.
guess
I think it's like a paranormal thing. Like
Yeah.
the machine he's got must like
make them want to laugh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And even if they are laughing and that's what's sucking out their positive energy, Grandpa Max is like laughing later on and he's smiling, but he feels sad, he feels glum, you know. So maybe there's something to it. There's something paranormal going on.
Yeah.
It's not exactly a 1-to-1 like this is funny, so we're gonna laugh. It's more like this is something going on and we're sucking our souls out kind of thing.
Yeah, and Ben decides like a little bit in, he goes, you know what? This is when you kind of find out Ben's scared of clowns.
He doesn't like clowns.
Yeah. So in the first opening act, he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some popcorn." So he leaves, and that's when he runs into the freaks.
Yeah.
Breaking into everything.
They're stealing
Puts
car
a whooping on
stereos.
them too. Yeah, I love that he pulls up the car stereo.
Classic. They like break into a jewelry store,
Yeah.
grab some jewels. The one guy breathes acid on a car and like takes the stereo. It just made me laugh.
Yeah.
It's like typical. That's so
And
stereotypical.
what's funny is all of them are carrying way more valuable things, and this guy
Yeah.
goes, "You know what? my car needs a stereo. Give me that. You know what I mean?
Well, that used to be like you used to have to lock your stereo up because that was like a big thing that we had stolen.
I guess it was so easily because it was like, oh look, you can pull this one out, put a new one in, kind of thing.
Yeah. That's just like a stereotype, though. Yeah. Now people steal the
car itself.
No, the what's underneath the car, the
catalytic converter.
Yes, thank you. The present day equivalent, they'd flip the car over and take the catalytic converter.
But yeah, Ben shows up, turns into Wild Mutt. We were both skeptical, like,
why is Wild Mutt? I guess it's dark out, but it's supposed to be 12 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah, but he proves us both wrong. He puts the beat down on
and he's really taking him down. I mean, like he
no opposition.
Well, yeah, like Frightwig has got all these powerful arm hair things, and she wraps it around. He like just yanks her and brings her back. The Thumbskull guy doesn't really do much. He just dodges the acid breath guy. Like he's got nothing. And he knocks into him. He's taking him out fine, and then they go and get Zombozo, who's making all these jokes, by the way, while people are staring at him. He's like, "Oh, your laughter feeds me." Like he's not being subtle at all.
Yeah,
he's basically saying like.
So it's got to make you think the machine's already doing its job. That's why they're laughing. They're already kind of hooked.
He's sucking their positive energy out. Not really their souls.
Yeah, it kind of gives off a soul-like vibe.
Maybe like an aspect.
You see later, once they destroy it, all the souls or whatever they are, they go back into the people.
I kind of do wonder, like, if they wouldn't have like broken the machine, would Grandpa still have been like depressed afterwards? You know. Yeah. Makes you wonder. Everyone like has got like a drooling mouth, like they're all kind of like brain dead a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
A little bit. It's like they're kind of zombified a little bit. You know? Zombozo. Zombie bozo.
Yeah, so they tell him, they say, "Hey, we're getting our butts kicked by a dog. You need to come help us." So
he's like a dog. What do you?
So he teleports, which is weird.
He like confetti teleports.
Yeah. You never understand, but he's got like almost superhuman strength from being powered up from the laughter and stuff. Yeah. He beats up Ben, and then Ben sees the clown, and instantly he's like, "I don't want no smoke. I want to get out of here."
Backs up under a tower, and then the freaks like instantly take the tower down.
Yeah, kind of trap him under it.
Yeah. And
the guy's like, "Oh well, he's done. Now let's go back."
Ben looks like he like when he crawls out after transforming back into Ben, he like looks like he's about to like fall asleep.
Yeah.
I guess he's just so relieved that the clown's gone. Yeah. Anyway, it's silly, but he goes to find Grandpa. Mm-hmm. Grandpa, what's going on? He's still alive. And then he's just, it's kind of hard to see Grandpa like this.
Yeah.
He's almost drunk in a way.
Yeah, powerless too. Like Grandpa's kind of the guy, and we've seen the past 2 episodes now.
Yeah.
He's not.
He gets kind of taken out.
Yeah, and it's weird to see because he's usually, like we've said, he's the Rock. You know what I mean? Like not Dwayne Johnson, the Rock, but live action Ben 10, Dwayne Johnson is going to be Grandpa Max.
Damn it, Ben! Get out of there! Turn into forearms.
Get your shit together.
Eat this protein shake. Get some gains.
But
I would love that too if like. Oh, we're good. I would love that too if like you know how in the old Hulk show it just turns it's what's the guy's name? The guy's name something Bill Bixby, and he turns into Lou Ferrigno. Yeah. Like if it's just like a little kid and he does the thing and it just is the Rock.
Forearms is the Rock.
Zendaya is Michi or whatever.
Who is Michi?
It's from that Smallfoot movie. It's like an old meme at this point. Okay. Anyway, but.
Seeing Grandpa Max kind of taken out, you're like, come on, man, get it together.
And then Ben finally is like, where's Gwen at? And then you realize Gwen gets taken by Zombozo for like a midnight snack type thing, a road trip snack. And so they got to go find him, obviously.
Which you raised the question, like, if Gwen had just been there, would they have just been like, you guys are acting weird, let's go, and never even looked into it later?
I guess they would have been too depressed. Maybe Ben would have been like, man, if we hear about the freaks, I guess we'll go investigate. But I'm scared of clowns, so I don't want to go do that.
So it's a kind of a good thing Gwen gets.
Honestly, it's a good thing. Because
it puts them on the radar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, too. Gwen's taken out, Max is taken out. Last episode, we saw Ben want to be on his own. Yeah. Now he's on his own.
He's got to do it by himself, because he's got to rescue Gwen. Gwen is not always a damsel in distress. There is some episodes that utilize her that way, but you do kind of get the sense that like Ben, there's a deep bond between Ben and Gwen that they don't want to admit. Yeah, and like later on in the different series, like you kind of see that they do more so admit to each other that they have a strong family bond.
Right.
But like right away, it's like okay, and you see Ben's true feelings for Gwen whenever she does get kidnapped. Yeah. It's nice to see, Yeah, it's nice to have a good cousinly bond like that.
It is. Because, they can joke around. They're there to
they've got the real, their family.
So Ben's over there trying to figure out how he's supposed to save both these people. Grandpa Max is out of commission.
Well, Grandpa Max is like driving after him.
Yeah.
He's drunkenly
He's like passing,
drives
he's
off the road.
That's when he tells Ben, like, Ben, I know you're scared, but you gotta like face your fear. I climbed up a water tower.
He says he had a fear of heights. This is
Yeah.
sort of like your callback to. This is sort of like your Uncle or Grandpa Max telling you the thesis of the episode.
Yeah.
Like, oh, face your fears. You just got to stare it in the eye. You know?
So, and after that, Max
exposure therapy, right? Is that
exactly.
what they call it?
Yeah. Like the more exposure you have to certain things, the less desensitized you are to it.
And I guess Ben does get a good bit of exposure to clowns, kind of after at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Like
and that's when he
gets
really decides, like, you guys aren't that bad. I think it really helps to have a watch that turns you into 10 super.
You know, it helps.
Aliens.
It's not without its purpose, but
Yeah, it's perks. But after that, Grandpa Max says, "You know what? I'm gonna head out." Passes out
while drunkenly,
driving,
and so Ben, I'm screaming at the TV, "Turn into Upgrade!
Yes.
Take over control of the van or the RV!"
Yes,
but I guess he's not thinking about it. You're in a car wreck scenario.
He's not thinking.
Yeah.
So they kind of wreck. Well, they don't even wreck. They just drive off the side of the road.
But they're heading toward like a cliff, and he, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, the greatest hero.
The awning. It's gone.
Yep.
Not gone, but not forgotten.
This is my thing.
The awning has come in handy 3 times now.
To save people. And Ben doesn't think to hit the brake. He goes, I need an anchor. Flips the switch. The awning comes out. I see the awning come out. I'm like, no, not the awning.
He doesn't know how to drive. He's 10.
So it breaks and then Ben goes, you know what? Let me just press the brakes. So he presses the brakes.
He gets the brakes.
And stops and is like, he died for nothing. This is your fault.
I'm assuming they put the awning back on. We'll have to see in the next episode if they have the awning there.
The awning is not supposed to be there if they do put it.
Well, no, they could have fixed the thing. I mean, he's upgraded. He can just make a new awning, I guess. Yeah. He could have just went and got the wreckage and upgraded it back together.
Yeah.
Upgrades powers don't make sense anyway.
Do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Which,
speaking of upgrade.
Yep. So they get to the base of the freaks. Yeah. And
you see them, are they stealing stuff, or they're just kind of like...
They're kind of setting up, I think.
Yeah, they're probably setting up for
unpacking and stuff. Yeah. So they're like, oh, there's someone behind that box. All 3 freaks put on every piece of their power to destroy that box.
I guess they're on high alert, but it's like the biggest like action frames. Like the thumbskull guy like puts it back into like a big smash.
Yeah.
The lady does like a big flip and twirls her hair like upside down. The acid guy does like a big superpowered like Goku blast out of his mouth.
And then the box is gone. There's nothing there.
Yeah, Ben went to a different box.
Yeah. So Ben Ben just
he pops out his upgrade.
Yeah.
It's like it's attached to like a baseball shooter, like a
baseball launcher.
Baseball launcher. I guess for like batting cages and stuff.
It's so funny. Like these freaks have these powers and they just get bodied so easily.
To get bodied by a baseball launcher is pretty bad, pretty sad. You know.
But he's just shooting them.
And he does like a little like one just to make sure sometimes.
Yeah,
like the thumb will be down and he's like, doop.
Extra measure.
Get shit on.
The funniest part was, the acid man was spitting acid. So Ben just says, well, we're going to put a stop to that. Pop, right in his mouth.
He's like, do you kiss your mom with that mouth? Or he says something like that. And the guy's like, who do you think taught me how to do this?
Yeah. He's like, okay, that's concerning. So he knocks out all 3 freaks with ease.
Oh, yeah. Well, he ties up the lady. Like, she does something. And I guess the way he shoots her, maybe he trips up her leg. But
that's probably the most unbelievable one.
She ties herself up. Maybe she's just, like, ready to go.
You can control the hair.
Maybe she's just like, I don't want to mess with no crazy objects.
You know what? I'm sleepy.
Anyway, so Ben's like, yeah, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
I'm eepy.
I'm going to take a nap.
So Ben's like, basically like, I'm going to, Upgrade can handle this. Upgrade's got this. I'm Upgrade.
Yeah.
Time's up.
He goes, oh, whose side are you on, you know?
Yeah. But then, he's taking out everyone except for the big boss, Zombozo, who's got powers that we don't exactly understand quite yet. I'm going to go to the wiki and see if there's like a power set, you know? But anyway.
But he's messing with him in the Hall of Mirrors, And
he turns into, he like makes Ben's face turn into his face. He's kind of got Mysterio powers a little bit. Like Spider-Man Mysterio.
Yeah, and then he turns into a spider at some point, puts Ben on this web.
It's creepy. Like it's this whole, and it does remind me a lot of like Far From Home, where he's in Europe.
Yeah, when he's getting all messed with by Mysterio.
It's like a funhouse effect.
Yeah.
And you can see
kind
like
of
earlier
overwhelm the senses.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, he's trying to scare him anyway. But clowns are supposed to be funny.
Yes.
Like Stephen King's It, right?
Yeah.
This is what the movies don't get correct about It. It's like it's a clown. This is a kid in the 50s. Think about the storm drain thing. It's uncomfortable and creepy to see a fun, loving, happy clown in the sewer.
Yeah.
That's an unsettling image. The clown has got to be fun, loving, and happy.
Yeah.
It can't be a scary, I've got sharp teeth and I'm zoning out and I'm looking at you like you're a meal.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. You got to be a happy, fun-loving clown to be scary in that scenario. I mean, granted, what they do with it is scary. Like, because it's...
Those movies were spooky.
Creepy, sharp teeth. And I get it. It's creepy.
Great performance by...
Bill Skarsgård?
Yeah. Really good performance.
He's good.
I like him.
But, like, why are you making clown creepy? Like, the clown is supposed to be, like, fun-loving and like, he's supposed to lure children in. Yes. That's what I think people get wrong about clowns and stuff like in media like this. Like, Zombozo terrifies Ben.
Yes.
And I don't know that he knows Ben is scared of clowns. He's trying to terrify whoever. Yeah. So he basically just, like... He's
supposed to lower your defenses by seeing a clown.
Yeah, exactly. It's supposed to be, like, a fun... Like, oh, I love clowns, you know. Let's see if I have, like, a power set thing here. Powers and abilities. Enhanced strength, teleport, and explosion of confetti. Terrorizes opponents by creating illusions. Stretches arms very far and can shoot them forward with a spring. This is Omniverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more scared his enemies are, the stronger he becomes. I guess that's like an it thing. Maybe they just like merge him with Pennywise, kind of.
Well, I think he was before Pennywise. Let's be honest.
No, the book came out like way earlier.
They copied it from Zombozo.
Oh, you're right. I was like, oh, you're fucking with me.
Every original has its cheap knockoff. Okay.
Yeah, it is just a knockoff. I will say I like that Zombozo has a blue nose. That's a nice little touch. He's not stereotypical red-nosed clown. You know what I mean?
It adds to like depressingness, you know.
Yeah, he's sort of like a monotone, kind of gray, kind of gothic clown a little bit.
So the whole time Ben's terrified from these illusions.
Oh yeah.
He's just not having it. He's so even when it goes back to regular, he's not looking. He's just like, what are you doing, kind of thing. I'm not gonna look at you.
Where's my cousin?
Yeah, and that's when he kind of snaps out of it because he sees his cousin. She's all like shriveled, kind of pruned.
She's like Meg from Hercules.
Yes.
With all the life kind of drained out of her.
And that's when he kind of was like, you know what? That's not cool, man.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, pal. Hey, come over here for a second.
Bucko. Yeah. Like the crab from the 100 episode.
But that's when he goes, you know, like you said, I found out I'm scared of something much greater, and that's losing my family.
Yeah. And so conveniently, the watch time's back in.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. This timing is off on the watch somehow.
So he goes, you want to see something scary? I got something for you, pal.
Buddy.
And that's when we see Ghostfreak.
Yeah.
And we again see a little bit. So Ghostfreak starts scaring him. He phases away, punches him, phases away.
Yeah, he's beating him up more so than.
Yeah.
I guess Zombozo's been attached to like this little metal rig, and he's kind of
him from the machine.
Yeah, and he's kind of like floating up in the air, like a Dr. Octopus sort of vibe. And you can see Gwen's like positive energy in the machine, so he's like, "Oh, it's time to go," you know.
Yeah. So. You know, and Zombozo doesn't really believe that he's got these kind of tricks and stuff.
I don't know what Zombozo thinks.
Fake. You know, he goes, I sell the product. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
But then he starts seeing that, hey, this is kind of weird. I can't see him. All of a sudden, he's punching me. He's flowing through me. Like, what's going on? And then we see the Flash. Not the hero, but the Flash.
The pelvic Flash.
Yeah. Because it's
more like a chest thing. Like.
But Ghostfreak goes, you want to see something really scary. Pulls back what would be his skin.
Yeah.
And it's just...
I don't know if this is a fan theory or if this is like a confirmed theory or whatever, but I think the skin that Ghostfreak has while Ben has him, because you know Zscare looks different when he's outside the watch. He looks like he's got the upside down head and he's like whatever.
Terrifying.
Yeah, creepy. But he essentially that covering like lets him go out in the sunlight. Oh. And I don't know if that's like I think that's an azimuth thing. Like the fans, I've seen this online at least where. Fans will say, like, this is the covering to keep him safe from the sun. Yeah. Because, obviously, Ghostfreak can't really be in the sun. That's his, like, one big weakness, I guess. Yeah. But I guess just for, like, convenience and the Omnitrix sake, maybe Azimuth was like, okay, we'll just put, like, a little thing over you to, you know, help you go out in the sun. Yeah. And then later on, you see, like, chains on him. Whenever he's in Omniverse, he's got, like, chains on him to, like, keep his soul kind of contained in. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I don't know. But maybe like 10-year-old ectonurites. Yeah, is that their names?
I think so.
Maybe they grow out of their skin because maybe Zscare obviously is like a centuries-long being. Like he's not a 10-year-old ghost. Yeah. Maybe they grow out of their skin and they can't go out in the sun.
Imagine
more so.
Being like right because this is a portion of his DNA.
Yeah.
Right. So he's probably on his planet or whatever, chilling, and he's just like. Probably got like an inch in the back of his head every time Ben uses them.
I don't know. I don't know
That's
what.
gotta be wild.
I don't know what the vibe is. Like, is there a bunch of ghost freaks?
What's the vibe?
What's
man?
the vibe?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a bunch of ghost freaks going around. Because, like, is it just one alien with a consciousness in, like, a bunch of different bodies? Because,
Bro, could you imagine if this is a complete subject change?
okay.
But could you imagine if, like, the Omnitrix had landed in Schitt's Creek and David got it? And then Alexis is there and he's, like, turned into...
Ew, David.
Yeah, stink fly. And he goes, ew, David, stop that.
Ew, gross. He would turn into Slink Fly. Ew.
Yeah. That's gross. I'm never doing that again. It's like, you stink. He's like, how do you think I feel, Alexis?
I would love, like, you remember
My
Mad?
dad would be like, well, now, David, we could definitely use this as
Oh.
a business opportunity.
You could really start a car business with
Yeah.
old Upgrade there, and
The rest would just happen.
there you go. No, I would love. You don't remember Mad, the show, the Cartoon
Yeah.
Network show? That would definitely be a Schitt's Creek Ben 10 crossover on there.
I love that, dude.
Anything with Ben 10, just put Ben 10 and more stuff, dude.
And I just want to hear you, David. In
Ew,
the Benson
David.
Universe, you know what I mean? If you have not watched Schitt's Creek, I highly recommend it.
Schitt's Creek's phenomenal. It made me cry at the very couple last episodes.
Yeah.
It's like emotional,
Yeah.
and I love those. Like the whole team involved is
Yeah,
awesome.
it's just awesome. Really good.
Anyway, that's pretty much. He
So we're
smashes.
talking about the ectoneurites.
Yes, he smashes Zombozo into the thing. Also in the episode before, he says he could meld with Grandpa. So
Yeah.
I think the power set for the Ghost Freaks is possession.
Yeah.
Like I think they're
We just never
essentially.
see it until he's out of the watch.
I think it's
Spoiler
it's sort of more brutal.
Yeah.
Ben doesn't. Ben's not.
Ben's not a bad
He's a hero.
guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that kind of stuff. It's creepy.
It would be helpful.
Yeah. It would be helpful, but it's not who he is.
Yeah. It's so.
But then you notice again, every time he turns into Ghost Freak, he says something like, "That's not me," or "That's
Yeah.
kind of weird," or something.
He even
This
says,
time he goes,
like-
"Man, that even scared me."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, what's going on here? you
Yeah. I
know?
don't know what's going. I mean, something's up with Ghost Freak essentially.
Do we see that in this season?
No, it's season 2, I think. I think he dies in season 2, and in season 3 they bring him back with the monsters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Stay tuned for.
yeah, because Ghost Freak arc is just so cool.
Honestly, love that. Like, there's these because you see they're essentially universal horror monsters, like the
Yes,
Wolfman and the Frankenstein and the Mummy. There could have been a Dracula one. There's a Dracula one introduced. Guess the guy's name in Omniverse that they introduce.
Ben Dracula.
No.
What is it?
Well, they rename all the aliens to be from Ben Mummy. It turns into Blitz Wolfer.
Yeah.
It goes from Ben Mummy to Snarrow, and then it goes from Ben Victor. Terrible name, by the way.
I love Ben Victor.
Ben Victor turns into Frankenstrike.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like
another meh one. And then he gets the Dracula one, which is just what's the stupidest pun you could think of?
I don't know. Quit keeping me in suspense. What is it?
Wampire?
Vampire? Why is it vampire?
I don't know, but I like him.
I'm sure you do.
He's got like echolocation, like
Yeah.
bat power. And he can fly. He stays out of the sun too. And Ben, no matter what Ben does, he doesn't have the skin protecting him. He just can't go in the sun.
Okay.
But they're all from the same system, which I like.
Oh, I do like that.
Yeah, it's like there's like a planet with Frankensteins, and there's a planet with Ghost Freaks, and there's a planet. It's all like the same sort of system.
That's really cool.
And the planet he goes to get the Dracula alien, I think it's a Ghost Freak episode. Like Ghost Freak's back. Of course he is. He always comes. He one shred of DNA. He's like Wolverine. One little bit of blood, he's coming back.
He's coming back.
Yeah. But there's like a bunch. There's like the mummies and the Frankensteins. There's like a whole races of these aliens.
Yeah.
And it's just fun. Because these aliens, I think it was because of toy sales. Where are they at? These aliens don't do very much in the original series. I think Snarrow is used once. Ben Wolf is used once in the episode he was introduced in. Ben Victor was used once.
Yeah, at the very end when they're fighting him.
Yeah. So they could have used them more, but I think it was toy sales essentially that decreased their usage. We're not going to bug these aliens because
They didn't sell well.
didn't sell toys.
Yeah.
So we got to really stick to the toys.
But yeah, the allusion to the fact that Ghost Freak maybe not the best alien to be choosing.
Well, something's off about him.
Yeah.
That even scared me. Like
Yeah.
Ben feels a little icky when he's using
Yeah,
them.
he's got the ick.
The ick.
Yeah.
That's a big ick when guys turn into
Yeah.
Ghost Freak. You know what I mean?
But yeah, let us know how you thought about this one. Or were you one of those people that were terrified of clowns?
Yeah. Do you like clowns? Do you hate clowns? Like, comment, subscribe,
Yeah, all that good stuff.
rate our OnlyFans. Now that's scary.
That's that. We're not doing all that. Even that scared me.
Yeah. Oof.
But yeah, we'll see you next week for the next episode. What is our next episode?
It is I can check. I think it's Lucky Girl. I think we get Hex and
oh,
Hex
really?
and
Okay,
Charmcaster.
that'll be cool. We get to see Gwen shine a little bit.
Gwen gets a little bit of the, Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Charmcaster.
Okay, cool.
So anyway, check back in.
Thanks for watching. Kind of a light episode this time around.
It's about 41 minutes.
Yeah, not too bad.
But we did record 2 in one day. I don't know if people noticed that, but
Well,
we're in the same exact shirts and
yeah.
stuff. Same setup.
But yeah, let us know what you thought. We'll see you next week.
We love you.